girl, she had Tourette's syndrome. We having sex again. I'm fucking every time I hit, she's like, fucking shit! I stop. I hit it again. She's like, fucking shit! So I put my fucking face on. Ladies, every man got a fucking face. When we think we hit that pussy good, it's the face that we make. So I put my fucking face on like, fucking shit, fucking shit, fucking shit.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Speak That Shit. I am your host, Zobo69. What it do? What it do? Coach, listening from the 352. Okay, that's 352 area code. All right, Coach. Hey, first off, if you'd like to sponsor this show, give us a call at 941-681-1710. That's 941-681-1710. Or hit us at info@kingscastleent.com. Go check out our movies on Tubi and other streaming channels. But I'm gonna say Tubi because everybody know Tubi, and it's on Church Sessions and Debit Card Life Matters, and we got the Comedian Journeys. I got to check to see it should be coming up on Amazon Prime soon. They accepted it, so we're just waiting for it. Like boom, it's there. So then that's when I'll let y'all know. And next week, in 2 weeks, once the film is okay and ready to be edited, pretentious, for all you veterans out there, I know y'all gonna feel me what I'm talking about in this movie. Anybody got PTSD or mental health, anybody dealing with somebody with PTSD and mental health, y'all better check this movie out. But we're gonna offer to the first 5,000 people. Only 5,000 people gonna watch it first. We're going to offer it. We're going to send a link out there on this station. We're going to send a link on this station. So that's the only way y'all going to get the link. We're going to send a link out to you. You get the link. You go purchase the ticket to watch it. You got watch it for 72 hours. After 72 hours, that's it. It's gone. It's bye-bye. Then 2 months later, at least 2 months later, we're going to have it out there for the public. We're going to have a film premiere 2 months later. So y'all watching the movie before the film premiere. So y'all should feel motherfucking special. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Very, 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 very special. We got some things in for you. We got some releases, some songs releases that we're gonna release. And like I said, we're gonna release it here first. We're gonna release it on BFAM. When I say here, I mean BFAM. We're going to release it on BFAM 109.6. So when I say here, I don't mean we're going to release it on Speak That Shit. The music going to be released on BFAM first. So you're going to hear everything that we do. We're going to hear it here first on BFAM 109.6 first. Let me introduce you to my co-host. And tell them what you got going on.
I am the co-host with the most. I am Annie Loke, a.k.a. AnnieLoke.com. That's just something that you know, you can hear in all my songs. If you want to go check out the music, it's Annie Loke, ANNI space LOC. I'm on all streaming platforms. And I will say the music is kind of old, but it's trap music and it's been on there for a while. I am very happy to announce that I am dropping some new music here in 2025. And it's not just one song, it's entire projects. And it's going to be like just a beautiful thing to see. So keep watching, stay tuned for The Bloodline. You hear me? The Bloodline at Kings Castle Entertainment. So make sure that you visit the website, join and become a member. And also that's where you can stay updated on everything. If you was wondering how to watch the movies that we are in, go to kingscastleent.com.
All right. You know, the first 30 minutes we talk about what we want to talk about. We're going to talk about it's hot as fuck in here.
It's hot. A song about it. That's a good. I like how you said that.
It's hot as fuck in this fucking house right now. The AC went out.
Okay, no, that's too much. That's a bad song. It was good at first. Keep it short and sweet.
It is short and sweet. It's hot in here.
I gotta put you in the shop so you can make some music.
I ain't do this to make no song. And you know, I get miserable when it get hot. I get very, 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 very miserable when it get hot. And then Something happened to my motherfucking wrist. And no, I wasn't jacking off because this is my jack off hand. I wasn't jacking off.
What's the difference?
With the hand?
Yeah.
This one do it better.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This one right here.
It's handicapped.
This is a side hand. You know what I'm
God.
saying? You got a main hand, you got a side hand. Like you got the main chick and a side chick. This is a main chick, this is a side chick.
Okay. We believe you.
But anyway, I don't know what the fuck happened right here. It did the same thing 2 years ago to this side. So I went to the VA 2 years ago and got a shot in my ass on this hand and it went away. So I went to the urgent care across the street this time because it's been happening like 3-4 days now, and they gave me a shot in his ass. So I'm to see the one in the VA though. I'm gonna be honest, I ain't had no pain right away. They gave me the big dosage, so I don't think they gave me the double dose. I think the VA gave me the double dose.
So the one that hurt works better.
Yeah.
It got deeper, closer to the spine of the butt.
I don't know. It was a man took my shot, and I'm glad she was in the room because and she'll see if he was trying to do something. I don't think he was trying to do something, but I don't know. It ain't too much into me and grabbing my ass and squeezing it and poking it and shit. So I don't know. But
he was a smooth talker.
Yeah, but
right. I'm just playing.
You try to say he seduced me?
I don't know.
Don't listen to this bullshit, all right, that you're speaking, okay?
You telling the story.
I'm just saying I got a shot today. And it was kind of hurting. It didn't hurt. This shot right here, it didn't hurt this time. Hey, we got 2 free tickets. 2 free tickets. Go to neg.dog, negdog, neg.dog. Go to negdog and for these 2 free tickets to the next Music and Mayhem. This Music and Mayhem is in Summerfield, Florida at the Joke Joint May 31st. So you'll be the first to get VIP tickets to Music and Mayhem 3. Not 1, not 2, Music and Mayhem 3. And this time it's going to be at Summerfield, Florida at the Joke Joint. So go ahead and get your ticket. Code word. Y'all hear it? Code word.
Code word is?
Annie.
Oh, ANNI?
Annie.
Oh,
that's the code word. So go get your ticket. Use code word Annie, ANNI, for your free tickets. 2 tickets. Code word neg.dog. You see, I got my boy shirt on, Tommy Burns shirt, you know what I'm saying? Represent, you know what I'm saying? Smooth shirt, ain't it? Hey, go to his, I don't know his website, but go to his page. You want a Tommy Burns shirt? He got a lot of different designs. Go ahead and support my boy. Go to Tommy Burns, TOMMY, space Burns, BURNZ. Go to his page and hey, go ahead and cop a shirt. Just tell him you want a shirt. He'll tell you how to get it and all that.
I like those things.
What?
The Music and Mayhem. It's a good time. Like, I like it. I enjoy myself out there. It's cute. Well, I shouldn't use the word cute for wrestling. So yeah.
Right.
It's not that cute.
I
enjoy it.
We have a nice time out there. It's a nice time. It's a nice time out there. And you know what I'm saying? It's wrestling though. You know what I'm saying? Neg dog tickets.
It very much is.
It's wrestling. It's wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Not wrestling. Not the wrestling like you know what I'm saying? You bougie people say it's wrestling. Good old fashioned wrestling. And let me see. Gambino first. Oh, this is gonna be the first women's match. They're gonna have the first women's match.
Cool.
So the first 2 that had no women's match. So this is gonna be the first. You're gonna see a women's match. Women's matches. You're gonna see that. So come on out and see what you hey, it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a good time. So what else you want to talk about before we get to what you call it? Celebrity gossip. We ain't talking about celebrity gossip yet. We're gonna get into that. What else you want to talk about?
No, it's celebrity gossip at 7:30, and we're gonna get there soon enough.
Yeah, we're gonna get it. So what else you want to talk? We just keep the bobos here right now. Hey, Trump still being Trump. You know what I'm saying? He's still being Trump.
We're all probably gonna die.
Oh yeah. My bad. Let me play the first video. I'm getting beside myself. We got to play the first video. So, to get y'all into what we're going to talk
Woman
about later
controls
on.
a man unknowingly. Because, see, submission is actually very, very valuable, especially when you're submitting to the right man. Submission does not make you weak. It's actually very powerful and influential. Submission is not about obedience. Submission is about trust and cooperation and allowing that man to be the man that he needs to be for you. Being submissive will actually drive him more to be that man that he needs to be for you. You'll get more out of a man acting more like a woman. And that's where the balance is.
Okay, so y'all know what we're going to talk about come 8 o'clock. We're going to talk about, do submissive women have more power in a man than non-submissive women? Okay, Annie, they want to know, somebody said, Gambino, I seen Coach say something somewhere. Okay, there you go. What's your favorite NCW wrestler?
Nate Dogg Championship. I like the tag teamers for real.
What? Whoa.
I like the Russian tag teamers and I like the black ones, the brown ones. I don't know where they came from.
She just disappointed me. She just disappointed me. You're supposed to say Tommy Burns or Nick Swift.
Oh yeah, I forgot them too.
No, it's too late now. It's too late.
I didn't see them last time. We left early. So last time it would have been them. No, last time it would have been them for sure. But when you asked me, I have to jog my memory and I'm like, yo. But out of the whole Nate Dogg, okay, yeah, of course. Nick Swift, Tommy Burns.
Deal said inner little women wrestling. They're not little women because we know how you like your women, but they're not little women wrestling. I sent you a code if you wanted to come on Hood Deal, so that's on you. You look at your phone. But yeah, he says any little women wrestling. That's what he want to know. If any little women wrestling. There's not no little women wrestling this time around.
Who wants to know?
Hood Deal.
That means what the fuck you asking for?
But no. She said she liked the tag team of wrestlers versus I don't even know the Russians versus the other team. I don't even know who they was, but that was a good match. That was the last match we seen before we got our presentation. Then we had to leave because we had just came and got back in town from Tennessee. Mm-hmm. We just
Smoky Mountains.
up there in the mountains. So and we came, took a shower, blase, headed straight out there. So we're kind of tired. So, you know what I'm saying? And then we had a little daughter with us. So, we had to go. First time woman, Natalia Markova.
But I'm never too tired to go somewhere and enjoy fresh air and food. Truly note that.
Hey, and like I said,
him, I'll be outside. I'll be dressed and cute.
And introducing.
And go to bed 5 minutes when I walk in the door.
Introducing Mama T. Mama T, tell everybody what you got going on.
Hey, y'all. Y'all know tomorrow's my big day. I'll be hitting chapter 53. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, so guess what? Let's wish Mama T a pre-happy birthday right now. Because for the hundreds and thousands of fans. Let me see my belt for a minute. Because I got my belt.
Oh, okay, the purple one.
Yes, my belt.
I'm fast sometimes.
Thousands of fans. I had to do like the Rock. I want y'all to wish Mama T a happy birthday. Okay.
The co-host.
Yes. Ting, 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 ting. I'm big on birthdays. I got that big Aries energy.
Hood did say you're still a baby. Happy birthday.
I'm still a baby. Thank you. I'll take that. I wish the bill man would think the same thing and won't charge me.
You better act like
that's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
right.
What's been going on, Mama T, since last week?
Man, I'm just so excited about being in Florida, man. I mean, I'm just still pinching myself. I'm still pinching myself. Yeah. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying myself being. Go ahead.
And since it's on my mind right now, y'all got to stay tuned for May coming up, because a little birdie told me that Mama T and Annie Lowe will have their own show, and I believe it's going to be on Tuesday. So I mean, we just when it comes to happen, we're gonna let y'all know because what we want to do is all the fans right now, all y'all. I want y'all to go right to Tuesday and do the same thing. Give them the same love that you're giving us. You give it to them.
Tuesdays.
Come
Oh,
on over. Come on over. Come on over.
right. I would love to talk to y'all on Tuesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Put y'all asses in water.
Absolutely.
Coach said awesome earrings in those other states just ain't like Florida.
It's not like Florida at all, especially not Columbus, Ohio. Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a different place, man.
they just
What you
got
say,
that
so?
they just Columbus, Ohio, the one got that damn dude that did that to his daughter.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, was that Columbus? Or was that
Columbus the one
Cleveland?
arrested him.
Oh yeah.
Columbus
Yeah,
arrested
yeah,
the
yeah,
dude. The
yeah,
dude
yeah.
he did it in Toledo, but Columbus the one you know what I'm saying, came down on the dude.
Right,
And
right,
then the
right.
mayor
Well,
and
the
the sheriff
people,
for Toledo got mad because of the report that the Columbus sheriff put on TV. He was outraged by the crime, so he said what happened, and Toledo
right.
sheriff wasn't liking it. He said, "Oh yeah, he said things he wasn't supposed to say, things that are a part of our investigation. Like, you know what? They caught the bad guy.
Mm,
Just take him. Just take him."
right, 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 right. I just think
Yeah.
the people are different out there as well. They're not as friendly. And I'm a very social person. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just glad to be back here, sunshine, being around able to see my grandchildren every weekend. It's just been a joy. It's been a joy.
I bet it is. Yeah. Coach said, "Yuck, Ohio, boo." Speaking of
Right,
Ohio,
right,
June
right.
21st, if you got anybody in Toledo, Miami area, excuse me, June 21st, we will be performing up there June 21st. So what I need you to do is go, you can get your tickets on King's Council NT, or you can go to the Miami Theater page and you can get tickets through that way. We're gonna create an Eventbrite page too, and you can go there. So you're gonna have a couple of ways that you can get your tickets. You get your tickets. But other than that, yeah,
Have you guys heard of the Jaw Movement Band?
No.
They're really good. I'm gonna be out there in Bradenton tomorrow for my birthday from 7 to 10. They're gonna have a free concert that's out there. Where's it gonna be at? At the
Is it like
Marriott
Jamaican?
in Palmetto.
Palmetto, yeah, that's down
Well,
the street.
they do like R&B, funk, hip hop, jazz, reggae. It's a band. Yeah, yeah. Chantel Norman is gonna be the singing there. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
I'm pretty excited. Being able to go outside and don't have to worry about the snow, the cold, the rain. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they having bad weather up. Not, I don't think it's in Ohio, but I know Tennessee getting some, in Arkansas getting some bad like tornadoes
Mhm.
and stuff. They getting some bad weather right now. So it's
Yeah, they
y'all
are.
just
They really are.
everybody up there. Y'all just got to stay safe. Y'all just got to stay safe up there
Hmm.
in those areas. That's all I can
Oh
say.
yeah, between Tennessee and what is it?
I know Arkansas, Tennessee getting some bad weather too.
Minnesota, I think Missouri is as well.
Missouri, okay.
Arkansas.
Yeah, getting hit with them tornadoes and see. I mean,
Hmm.
everybody talk about our hurricanes and all that. I mean, we have tornadoes here and there, but it's not really just like the tornadoes like in Oklahoma and Kansas and all them tornadoes. Them tornadoes hit there. Them in Alabama, the tornadoes hit. Down here, I
Right.
really witnessed that they're bad like that. But you know what I'm saying? At least with the hurricane, we know it's coming. So
Exactly.
yeah, so
Exactly.
if we decide to stay our asses here, we do. You know what I'm saying? That's on us.
Right. That part.
That's
Try
all I
getting
know.
people from up north to understand that. My cousin contacted me because she want to move out this way, and she was like, "Well, they're predicting that it's going to be really bad." I said they do that every year. I said, but guess what? We know that a hurricane is coming when it goes off the coast of Africa. So
Yeah,
it's up to the people to leave if they want to leave or not, you know?
yeah.
And unfortunately, some Floridians will ride it out. They will ride it out.
Somebody in
I'm
the
not one of
audience,
them.
somebody in the chat said, yuck,
I
Ohio,
already said that.
boo.
I
Oh,
said that.
okay. So I wasn't over here at that moment, but I just want to send a punch emoji.
And yeah,
Well,
and I want to.
Ohio is different than the other cities. I mean, not Ohio. Columbus is different than the other cities. Not all of Ohio is that bad.
I
You
love
know,
Columbus.
there's Columbus is it has changed a lot because there, you know, the what is that? The Nationwide Children's Hospital is kind of taking over. So they kind of brought up a lot of the bad area down. I don't even know. I guess that would be the south side. I guess the west side. Girl, I don't know. I don't know directions like that in
And
Columbus.
while I'm at, I like to wish. I got a couple grandkids' birthday. Some I don't miss. I think I missed SJ birthday. I think it was in March. I may be wrong. I think I got too many grandkids and kids. I'll be forgetting birthdays. Okay, so all my grandkids and kids and nephew and nieces, their birthday in March and April. Happy birthday! You know, so that cures everything. Even the
Happy
ones,
birthday, ting ting ting
even the
ting.
kids that I didn't claim. If your birthday's in March and April, you know, happy birthday.
I came with you.
Happy birthday. Shit, situations happen, you know what I'm saying? You don't supposed to be claiming nobody that you don't think is yours, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Hey,
I know how to do math. I know how to
okay.
mess it up, so it is what it is. So yeah, but anyway, I said it to bring it up. I got my oldest grandchild, my oldest grandson. He's 15, just turned 15. So he's in the 10th grade. So next year he's been in 11th grade, and he will graduate
Okay.
next year.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's good.
he's in honors. Already got his credits. You know what I'm saying? Where it's going right now. So hey, all I can say is, you know what I'm saying, he got that from his mama, daddy side of the family. You know, that smartness because you know we're very intelligent, we're very smart. Not saying the mama side is not smart, but we're very smart. We're very. that's all.
That's good though, though.
That's all I'm saying.
So
That's
I
all.
have a question though. Is he going to a university or is he going to go to a community college first?
No, he's going to a university. I believe talking to
Mm,
my daughter. I believe they already reached out to him and things happening. Hold on, let me go out there. Keep it going.
Okay. Yeah, we don't know if he's gonna what kind of school he's gonna go to, but I
okay.
can't wait to find out. Like, it's interesting to see
Okay.
how intelligent kids can be. You know,
Right, 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 right. Yeah, because you know, Kush graduated from high school and went to college. He was 17. However, I think for him, I kind of looked at a community college first, junior college first, then university. And I
like
think
somewhere
it's the
close
way,
to home, right?
well, I think it's because the way I raised him. So he went to FAMU and I didn't raise him around that type of environment. So my fear was them little girls was gonna snatch my baby up and have him have his nose wide open. So, but he went for the first year, and then I made him come home, and then he went to HCC, and then went to USF and graduated. Yeah. So, but I don't know. I kind of have my thing. If they get a full ride, then I say yes. But when I look at my student loans that I have to pay for my 2 degrees that I got, I'm like, was it really worth it? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because I'm making very good money and not doing what I went to school for. but I have to pay. I have to still pay. Yeah, it's a vicious cycle. So it's like, do you set them up for now, or do you set them up for when it's time for them to sit down? You know what I mean? I don't know. That's
Like,
just
a lot of
my
people say that
opinion.
though, like that they went to school for something they don't use.
Yeah, and you still have to pay, and you can't get rid of it. The only way you can get rid of it is if you're either ill or you have nothing. And who's gonna have nothing? You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm praying that I don't get ill. So that's just something that I'm just gonna have to pay. And I'm not even doing, not even in the field. Yeah. Yeah, they told me I have a public health degree. You know what they told me? They told me that I should go, I have to have experience. And so the experience is working at the health department. Well, the health department is way less than what I make. So why would I leave my job to go to the health department only to be in a field that I went to school for, and then may not even be able to make it to, because I'm very good with statistics and science. And so to not be able to do that, what would be the use of it? But I'm still paying for
I
the
see what you're saying.
education.
Like
Yeah,
it's no
I'm
point
still paying
going.
for the education.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So, but it's all good. I'm just glad that I made sure that my son was debt free in that matter. You know what I mean?
I just don't
I'm
think
just
I heard
glad.
of anybody going to college young in a real long time. So like with the things
Hmm.
changing in life, like with the world changing and stuff, like how it is these days, it's kind of like
Right.
probably just gonna be a matter of just making sure he's safe, which I know his mom's gonna do that. Like just trying to like
Right.
keep him in a safe space. Like, come on, now it's college. Like, how is a kid gonna be ready? But academically, they are. So you gotta let them soar.
All
Yeah.
right, y'all. I'm getting the AC man here, getting the AC fixed because you can't have no. You gotta have AC when you live in Florida.
Absolutely.
You gotta have AC. So I'll be in and out, checking in and out. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's see what time it is. Okay, we got a few more minutes.
He's ready to talk about that celebrity gossip, y'all. You don't
Yeah,
even do you even know what we talking about?
Yeah. What we talking about?
I know what we talking about.
Anthony Edwards, Aisha. Actually, what's her name? Aisha Howard.
Who?
Aisha Howard.
Aisha Howard.
Yeah, there's a little rumor going around. We're gonna talk about it right here at 7:30, y'all. So make sure y'all go grab you a drink, fix your wig, come back and we
Okay.
gonna pop into that celebrity gossip at 7:30. So
All
stay
right.
tuned.
Yeah, we're gonna cut off real quick, a little second, and you know what I'm saying. Just chill out for a second, and we're gonna come back. All right.
All right.
All right. Hey, DC, play that other one. That celebrity gossip. Play that one real quick too.
I wash my hands again, again. I wash my hands again, again. I wash my hands again, again. Yeah, yeah. Tell me lies, tell me everything. Don't tell me I can't do anything. I'm living life, live with integrity. Watch what you say to me, don't play with me.
Say the lines, say the stress. I'm stay blessed in the process. Not gonna lie, one thing I know. Watch what you say to me, don't play with me.
Hands again, again. I wash my hands.
All right. That's just a preview of what's coming in store for y'all. That's just a little preview right there. The bloodline, and yeah, we got something going. So Annie Lowe with celebrity gossip. What you got for us?
I am in the motherfucking building with the celebrity gossip, and it's gonna be about Aisha Howard. If you guys heard about that yet, her drama, her baby daddy drama with her 23-year-old. She's 38. The drama is with her 23-year-old NBA star baby daddy. So I'm gonna tell y'all a whole lot about that, and we gonna all give our opinions about what's going on, and maybe we can clear up some rumors because I am rumor patrol. You know what I'm saying? I'm the fashion police and I'm rumor patrol. So some topics, you know, people aren't all the way accurate when they're reporting them. So I'm gonna give y'all completely updated information on that case. But before we get off into that, I would like to have a moment of silence for a young lady that lost her life in Toledo, Ohio, which is my hometown. We went viral. I know that this is celebrity gossip, celebrity news. However, the town just went viral for the way that they all came together and, you know, are trying to find out what happened to this child that was failed by the system and failed by the grown-ups in her life. So let's take that moment of silence. Thank y'all. I appreciate that so much. Rest in peace, Kimani. Rest in peace. So, Zoe told me about this today. He's talking about the girl. Wait, no. It's not on her. It's on him. Okay, it's on him. He gonna come and try to argue with me about this shit. We're not gonna start with her. We're gonna start with him. His name's Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves. Mm-hmm. He plays basketball in the NBA for the Timberwolves. He is rumored to have paid a girl that he got pregnant. A lady, you know, a young lady he got pregnant. He's rumored to have said, like, oh, I don't want the baby. Mm-hmm. So he told her, get an abortion. Mm-hmm. Then he gave her $100,000 and said, hey, get the abortion. But that's where I got confused at. Because I'm like, if he gave her $100,000, that's why I think I debunked this rumor for real. Because I'm not sure if that's true. Because his baby mom right now is denying the rumors. You know, then the rumor is that he paid the $100,000 to count as 18 years of child support for this young lady and her baby, and he ain't gonna be in their life. Like that was his answer to solve the problem with money. Instead of preventing it, he thought he could solve this, what he perceives as a problem in his life, using money. So it's like she's pregnant and he thinks that money can solve everything, you know? And as I look deeper into it, like he's not even with this girl. This is more so of like a side piece type of situation or something, because he's been with this other young lady for years. Like it's been some years. So Aisha Howard, the mother of Anthony Edwards' daughter, has shut down rumors that the NBA star this is the most updated report I've seen. Aisha Howard, the mother of Anthony Edwards' daughter, has shut down rumors that the NBA star wants nothing to do with their child so badly that he paid 18 years of child support all at once. A post on social media went viral last month claiming that Edwards secretly paid. Whoa, that's $1 million. Okay, he paid $1,080,000 in child support all at once. Edwards recently claimed he had been subjected to harassment and malicious speculation, which is impacting his NBA gig. This week, he filed a motion to seal his paternity and child support lawsuit filed against Aisha. So he wants us out of his business. I gotta say us. He wants the media and everybody out of his business. So he's trying to seal up the lawsuit so nobody sees what they have going on, but it was a lot of judgment getting passed, of course, on this type of situation. Like me and my husband had a whole conversation, and it seemed like it was getting heated. Like you needed water. Because
the thing about it, she don't like you talking about she taking up for the woman. So she taking up for the woman. So what I'm going to do? You know me. I'm going.
But how could you take up for?
Just like Walter said, not quite. He gave her the money to abort, and she didn't abort and want child support now. And see, that's the only thing I was saying. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, both of them is careless. Both of them is careless. And I don't really believe in that age thing. That she 38, he 23, and all that. I really don't believe in that. I know I don't really believe in that. But at the same time, she knew that he had she had 3 other baby mamas. He had 3 other baby mamas. What's gonna make her special? He's still going to court for what, like 2 of them now, paternity tests to see about the other 2 or whatever. Right now, that's what he's doing.
Allegedly, everything is allegedly.
But the thing, okay, well, allegedly he paid her $100,000 to get an abortion.
$1 million.
No, he paid her $100,000 to get an abortion. He paid her $100,000 to get an abortion. She did not get that abortion. So guess what? You didn't get the abortion. That means you give that man back his $100,000. And then this how he flipped the script on her ass. She think, okay, he get a big deal later on. Right now, they're gonna up the child support. Now he paid his child support for a whole 18 years with the money, salary he's making now. So that was smart.
He just lost his money, and she's still having her
I think
baby.
Chris said 200,000.
She's still having her baby, like she wanted to have her. She still got her baby, you know. So that's what was getting me, is like the story was being reported like, oh, he paid her this amount, he paid her that amount, and then it turned into like, oh, he paid her to have the abortion. Then it was like he paid her for 18 years of child support. So it's like, which one is it? Why would you pay somebody so much money? So whenever there's indiscrepancies in a story, something's not right. You know what I'm saying? There's something made up in the mix.
What do you got to say about this, Tasha?
I just personally don't see where the problem was, because their whole relationship was contingent on him not being there. It was contingent on temporary. And if you chose to have a baby, just look at it like this, girlfriend. You doing better than most. Some have children and have to fend for their damn self and don't get a dime. So I think you did very well. Just take that money, do what you need to do, get yourself together. I mean, unless she was looking for the baby as a cash cow, you know what I mean? If she was looking for something like that. What? But he started out that way, so we can't sit here and have him do a bum ass deed, and then when it actually come to flourish, then we talk shit about him. He started out that way. She knew that he wasn't hers. She knew that he was temporarily. She knew that he wasn't going to be there. So therefore, you decide to have a child, right? And if he gave me money and said he don't want to be there, then thank you. I don't know what else to say.
That would just disgust me so bad that I agree. Like, I would just go ahead out of your way. Like, that would just be so.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I know how women get in these situations, though. It's because it's not discussed. Like, when you have a baby, like, do y'all not understand, like, the intimacy level that people be on with each other? Like, a lot of people discuss and talk about these kids that they're having. Like, it's not, even though.
But Annie, their relationship didn't cause for that.
They don't talk about it, like.
But their relationship didn't cause for that at all. They don't have time to be discussing about no future. They don't have time to be discussing about none of that. They're trying to hit and miss. But they trying to do a hit and miss, though. They doing a hit and miss. You know what I mean? I get you when I get you.
Auntie said, but it was discussed, and then she had a baby, and that's all I'm saying. They discussed it. He didn't want no child. He's 23 years old.
Right.
And like I said, I call him irresponsible, and I do. The reason I call him irresponsible because I was irresponsible.
Right.
And I disclose this. When I say I was irresponsible, I didn't pack no Jimmy till when I was at least like 24 years old. So I was playing Russian roulette all my army days. I'm playing Russian roulette. You get what I'm saying? So
right.
So, and that's why I was telling her that he probably didn't have no adult man figure to tell him, hey, look here, you don't do that. You're a basketball player. You're going to get paid. I want to get paid. Everybody thought I was getting paid because of the army, but then they soon find out that the army don't pay shit. So they were like, well, damn, I done did this. And this man, hell, I get paid more than he do. I work part-time. I work part-time at McDonald's.
But she knew. But he didn't really need a man, though, because she knew better. Come on now.
Exactly. But her job. When I say it's her job, because
Mm-hmm.
apparently she's been doing this in her 30s. She wasn't doing this in her 20s because she wasn't smart enough to get around with mess with
Well, she got a
rappers
baby
and
with
stuff.
Lil Baby.
But if she
got
was
the
in,
son with Lil Baby.
if she 38, that means she had that son when she was in her 30s.
Yeah, so it's time to get another one.
Right,
She didn't want a broke one, so.
And that's what I'm saying. Apparently, she didn't learn the game in her 20s. So when she get in her 30s, she's like, okay, boom, boom, boom. So then she messes with these young ass dudes. That she know it take a man to get to 40 years old. And I ain't gonna say every man, but I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna put it out there, at least 90% of men, it take us till we get to our late 30s, early 40s, till we realize we got to get some sense in our heads.
Sometimes the late 40s, sometimes the late 40s. I've seen that. I've seen that.
I'm a man. I'm saying that sometimes we don't even get it. Some men don't even get it. They be dead on their deathbed.
I call them old jitterbugs, old head jitterbugs.
I think Chris said now she bragging that her baby daddies have money. She has one with Lil Baby. Anna said she had one with Lil Baby too.
Oh, she sure does. Yeah, she sure does. I don't know.
And so, but the thing about this, I heard the thing about she was bragging.
She wasn't her goal. That's why I call him an idiot, because who didn't tell you about gold diggers? Who didn't already tell you this shit? But no, you can't resist. It's a real woman. It's a real woman right there in that little 30-something age where a motherfucker trying to prove she still got
did some things to him.
Yeah, like it goes down. Like
she did some things to him. She did some things.
Exactly, because he's 20-something years old.
But that's why I say 30-year-old. No, it's not about age when you in them environments, because people tell you.
Man, she probably had a lot of experience.
You 23 years old.
She had a lot of experience.
More mentally already knowing what she's gonna do. So he's an easy mark. Look at all the bitches that he been with. I'm sorry.
Yeah, true.
His current girlfriend.
Okay.
You 23 years old.
First name and last names was on there.
You're a 23-year-old man.
They was at games.
You're a 23-year-old man. You're a 23-year-old man. 38-year-old woman come to you and put some thing on you that you ain't
and put some things on you, baby.
Y'all see that next Friday say, yeah, she talking about something me on the back.
Hey.
She probably fixed him a good meal with some or some shit. And you know what I'm saying? And boom, he was in love, like some homebread, some home.
If she's smart, she would. If she's smart, she would, because at 53, that's my goal. You better know it. It is. At 53, that's my goal.
Keisha Cole had the young boyfriend, and what's his name? Huncho. She's dating Huncho, and then gets on this online battle between Huncho and between his girlfriend and like her. Like it was just like this big spat, and it's just like.
But she's not mature enough. She's just in age, but she's not mature enough. You know, she's probably dating them. Yeah, she may be dating them because her mind frame is still on their level. You know what I mean? Some people
she don't want to be. Yes, she don't want to be mature. Like
right. Absolutely. But that one that got pregnant.
Like, how mature am I really if I know how to make? You know what I'm saying? Like the line out. Like I feel like I can do whatever I want. Like I can climb trees like Michael Jackson for real. Like. But yeah, I know what you mean by her personality. I definitely see that. Like in Keisha Cole. Like.
Yeah, she just she hasn't grown up yet.
Yeah,
she haven't grown into her grown woman shit, as I call it. You know, when you get to that point to where you demand nothing but respect, you know, in a dainty way. You know, you still have to be a little dainty.
I just wonder maybe if that's why she would put up with that, because she didn't experience that already in her teens and 20s. Like she maybe just been very focused. Like she had GZ, but the real pattern with Keisha Cole seems like it's just bad relationships. Like true. That's her real repetitive thing.
Did you ever watch her reality show?
I loved it. I watched it 100 times. I love her.
I did too. I loved it. I love her story.
She's so real.
Hey, what's up, Kush? You answer that question.
Okay, so somebody in the chat, early girl, said, "Who are y'all talking about?" We are talking about women who.
The dude.
First, we was talking about Anthony Edwards, but then
that's what we're talking about. Yeah, that's when she wrote in the Anthony. Edwards.
Talking about Anthony Edwards and the baby mama.
Yeah, and they switched. to something else. Like I said, I'm getting my AC fix on back and forth right now, but I still want to get back on this Anthony Edwards thing because I say, yeah, I can say both of them, but at the same time, she's 38 years old, so she knew what she was doing. She knew what she was doing. She going for a paycheck.
Absolutely.
Just like that, a couple of weeks ago, we was talking about some lady, I forgot, on Celebrity Gossip, I believe, and she got like 3 baby daddies, and she just had a baby from I'm saying a football player, but everybody she have a baby with, they got money.
Okay.
Right.
They got money, so that's what these ladies is looking
Cash
for.
cow.
So I'm gonna tell y'all young dudes,
get some motherfucking money.
I'm gonna tell y'all young dudes the song. I think it's by Nate Dogg and Snoop
don't give
Dogg.
It away, but
the song by Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg. Nate Dogg and Snoop Dogg is like, I got hoes. No, I don't got hoes. The other one now, everywhere I go, I see the same hoe.
Right, the area code song. I know what you're talking about.
Every other city we go.
We go. Every other video. Okay. No matter where I go, I see the same hoe.
So young players, young NBA players, young football players, young any kind of athlete, entertainers, what you need to do when a girl mention you meet a girl, especially an older lady that's 15 years older than you meet a lady, what you do is you get on your phone, you Google her name, Google her number. You Google her number. I just find this out. You Google a person's number. Everything that they put their number on comes up in Google. Y'all ain't know that, did you?
Yeah, well.
I didn't know that. So,
well, yeah, you could do that, or you can put it in Cash App as well.
And the
whole person's profile, the whole profile will come in Cash App.
True, true story. I do the same thing with Cash App.
What?
Yeah.
It'll tell you the person's Cash App name if they have Cash App.
Yep, it'll have their whole profile on there.
Fellas, don't put nobody Cash App name, because right there.
All you're doing is searching, Zoe. All you're doing is searching. Oh my God, Zoe is showing his age, Annie.
So you say, what's your number? I'm gonna put on Cash App. This and that. The next thing you know, she think you finna give us some damn money.
No, she can't see that. So you know what? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys.
She can't see that. It's just like searching on Google. Only way they can see it is if you send something. Yeah, I learned that from Catfish.
Anyway, stay away from Cash App, Anthony Edwards, and people like Anthony Edwards.
Well, you know what? They're not gonna do that, though, because them women gonna put some on their ass, and they not gonna be able to give it up, man.
We got Kush with a K in the chat. He said, "Hey y'all, what's
hey
up,
son? Hey son."
Zoe was in the 100-man march.
There was 100 there wasn't a million, man. I hate crowds.
See, but here's the thing.
Right.
I feel like you should always live in reality, and sometimes, like when you get with,
son, put your merch information in the chat.
You're lying to yourself that things actually line up, and I'm talking about like in the range of 20s. And I'm not trying to be funny, and more so, things in life just don't line up. Like I'm not gonna say they don't have nothing in common. But it's like,
thank you, Walt.
He might not be ready for what she's ready for, and
right.
She already knows that, but she's still trying to play this wife role. Like I'm so
man, she ready for this. I don't care what you're talking about. She ready for this.
She's so much more wanting me, so she's cooking. She's doing all these things that really just make her look like nothing. And I'm not trying to be funny, but like you're trying so hard to prove yourself.
True. And then they still do what they gonna do at the end of the day. They still do what they gonna do. It don't matter what you do, right?
Like, did you already play that game, sis? Like,
Mama T first, Walter said, "Happy birthday, Mama T." You said thank you. Then he said, "Are you ready for this present?"
I don't know, Walt. I don't know. But you can go ahead and give it to me. So, hopefully it's something good.
But what I was saying earlier is that women mature quicker than men. Women
absolutely
mature quicker than women. So when everybody says if there was a woman on the other end, if there was a woman on the other end, then we would have been saying this and saying that. No, y'all know women mature quicker than men. So
Absolutely.
women in their 20s might have a mindset like they in their 30s. Men in their 20s
Absolutely.
still have, most men, I ain't gonna say all men, but most men in their 20s still have a mindset like they 15.
Man, when they're in their 40s, they have a mindset of when they're in their 30s, man, because it
Yeah.
comes to a point to where they don't want to be mature. They don't want to go to that next level in life. So they kind of scale back and get afraid. And then they'll run. But then that leaves the other person sitting there like, I wish you would have communicated that with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you look at the mind frame of, I just look at it like, I'm a lot. I am a lot. I know that, but I'm about business. I'm about maturity. I'm about getting things together. I'm about the future. I'm about what am I going to do when it's time for me to sit my black tail down? Where am I going to be at? Am I going to be dependent on Social Security and have worked all these years? Am I just going to be a consumer or what? And if you can't go on that ride with me, then, I don't know what to tell you. But some men, they're just not there, and they get afraid when you get talking about stuff like that. And then they run. It's crazy.
Like more strategic, like she was.
But the thing about it, she wasn't that much more strategic because it didn't happen the way she wanted to happen.
What
the
didn't
reason
happen?
I say she got the $1 million. Yeah, you got 5,000.
That's what she wanted to happen.
No.
She wanted to force him into being a father.
No. She didn't care about that.
I think she did.
She didn't care about that. I don't think she did. She already got a baby daddy.
Exactly. So she's okay.
Him,
like
so
she's okay. She can live without more money.
I don't think she did that. I don't think she did. What it is she looking at career-wise. This man is a basketball star. You know what I'm saying? So right now, boom, if his career, if he's better, he get better, he do what he doing, this and that, and say the next 10 years or whatever, 5 to 10 years, he get a bigger contract. He get a bigger contract. That means the child support payments goes up.
Right.
Now, he made a settlement for 18 years. You stuck right there with that one flat payment.
Right.
Calculated
right.
as hell.
But guess what? That's a lesson. That's a lesson learned. That's a lesson learned.
For him,
because I'm sure. But you know what? He's in this year in 2025. We have had incidents. I'm sure people have been in his ear saying things to him, and she whipped it on him. And hey, he just gonna have to bite the bullet like a lot of y'all did. You know what I mean? And some people still are missing that thing.
but see, and it's also like this. I say he ain't nobody talking to him. Maybe he did, because I was talking to a jit a couple of weeks ago. I'm talking to a jit. You know what I'm saying? Putting him up on some game, like, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you need to be wearing rubbers, strap up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The jit done told me some shit, that's some bullshit that don't even sound right. Like, no, because I do something beforehand and I can't get a pregnant. I say, yes, you can. And what you worried about pregnancy, you got to be worried about diseases and all that.
Diseases, yes, absolutely, absolutely.
A lot of young kids, a lot of young fellas, and I'm gonna say fellas because I ain't talking no female, but a lot of young men out here, they think we don't know what's going on. So when an older person try to tell them, they still want to do what they want to do because they got all the answers. And that might be with Anthony Edwards person. Somebody probably already did told him about this and that. Watch out for these women, this and that. And so he want to be, all right, I'm going to do what I'm going to do anyway.
Because money is solving everything. I got in trouble, I gave him money. I did this, I gave him money. I got pulled over, I gave him money.
And then he got a coach. And he got a coach as well. I'm sure his coach has talked to him and have talked to the players on things like this. Hell, they be on the internet all the time. We was just talking about Hunter, right?
Yeah,
so it's not like somebody has to tell him anything.
Yeah, Deion Sanders, he told Hunter straight up, get your
absolutely.
I'm sure Deion put his 2 cents in there.
So absolutely. He's probably like a person. Anthony Edwards is probably like a person, I'm assuming, that came from, humble beginnings, like not really born as rich as he is now. But I'm just saying that's a lot to come into. And
man, he just listening to what's in the seat of his pants.
Like y'all said, a man doesn't develop until he's a certain age. So right now he's still in the stage where he just learned that money can solve everything, and now he's learning real quick. Money can't solve everything, baby.
Especially when you eat that spaghetti. Young fellas, you know what I'm saying? Just because when a girl says she want to cook you dinner, say, no, baby, I cook myself. Don't even let her cook. I cook myself. If she gonna cook you something, you stay your ass right in that goddamn kitchen with her. Do not turn your head from that stove for nothing.
So come on now.
Some of y'all out there know, like, when you can just be like, oh, I'll just pay somebody, move my furniture. Okay, I'll just pay somebody, do this, do that. Like my clothes.
Right,
okay.
right.
He was able to be like, it's
okay. So a
person that's not used to that will definitely like he's young. Like that's the only excuse I can give it, because I wasn't agreeing with that at first. But y'all know, y'all just talked about how developmentally and all this bullshit, because I said he was an idiot. I said he was an idiot. So right now I'm just saying money can't solve everything.
She put it on him, girl. She put it on him.
That's all.
He had a real good time. He had a real good time. He had a real good time.
Kush said, I'm from the Bay. If you go on the website, you'll see where you can get it. I'm from the Bay merch is available at Widamerch, WIDAMERCH .creator, CREATOR -spring SPRING.com. Widamerch.
Check it out, y'all.
Creator-spring. Where went that? Spring.com. Early girl said, that's real old fashioned, sir. What's real old fashioned?
Those young girls.
You talking about the spaghetti. It's not old fashioned.
They sure ain't cooking no spaghetti with no man. He always talking about spaghetti.
No.
They don't know about none of that.
I know other girls saying, she said these young girls ain't even cooking anymore to make.
Right, absolutely. Right.
We're not talking about the younger girl. This girl is lady is 38 years old.
Yeah, that's that range right there. I've heard people talking about it like she
I
don't think that she did that. She ain't have to do that. He was so silly.
She did something.
Right. She put it on him.
We're chilling. I'm a person.
She did that tongue thing.
Blah 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 blah. If something wrong happened, I'll pay for it. I'll take care of it. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna go back with my girlfriend. He hit a brick wall. Just like a movie.
Man, she put that tongue on him. She did that tongue thing on him. She whipped him right on up. She hooked him right on up. Had him spinning. That girl ain't cooking no spaghetti and no cornbread.
We got a video right now. We're gonna play. We got 3 minutes, so let's play this video real quick.
All right.
Chris said, bro, did you read out the link? Yeah, I had to read out the link because we got listeners too. So I want them to see, you know what I'm saying, they hear it too.
So you had shared that you drink your own period blood, right?
Yes.
And your own urine.
Yes. I think it's important to remember that not all bodily fluids are equal. If I'm drinking my moon blood, which I do every month, that is like highly charged, right? Yeah. It's like a
in the hell.
Energy already.
It's like a witch's brew, right?
Okay.
So if you're just looking at it purely medical or like scientific, there's iron, right? There's stem cells, there's nutrients that are in the blood. Life is in the blood.
You know what?
Yummy.
Okay.
You put it like on biscuits.
Hey.
Spread it out.
What's wrong with this lady? I don't know what's wrong with that lady.
Did I just hear that right?
It said moon blood, witch's brew. Salem was before its time. Bring back bring back the trials. I mean, this right here what this lady was just talking about, that's crazy. That's sickening. But you know what I'm saying? One day we're gonna do a show on this because there's a lot of things like with the Illuminati and stuff like that y'all don't know that. I've been on the 20s back in the 90s. There's some certain things, even with these little Greek what you call it, fraternities and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff going on with certain things that a lot of people don't know. And I don't know if I should say something because then they might be coming after me, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a child of God.
Well, I hope they don't come after you.
Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'm a chosen one, so I ain't worried about it. But anyway, we're gonna end this segment with celebrity gossip. It was a good gossip today, a very good gossip. You know what I'm saying? You know, did we
It
agree?
was. It was.
Did we agree? Did I agree with y'all? Did we all agree?
Oh, we
Yeah,
like,
we all came out here kind of agreeing with one another. Can you believe it?
Okay, all right.
Let's hold hands and run off into the field with the dandelions.
All right. Anyway,
Right.
let's get you
We need to get our fans.
we're gonna take a break. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna come back in 30 seconds. We're coming back with our main topic.
All right.
Break queen, break queen. I can show you how to get paid, queen. I can show you how to get like me. Touch down and take clients in the city like me. Be a boss in the streets, it really costs when we eat. I'm getting paid in my sleep, I might just brave for free. I walk into the spot, I'm who they came to see. She think I want her man, he a lame to me. His mama came to me, his sister paying the fee. And I'm all the way up, what you thought I was asleep? 500 for Bohemian is nothing to me. Just hit my line, you can trust me. Autistic kid, I got a special seat. What's your favorite show? And would you like a drink? It's my money, I need it now. I wash my hands again and again. I wash my hands again and again. I wash my hands again and again. Yeah. Tell me lies, tell me everything. Don't tell me I can't do anything. I'm living life, live with integrity. Watch what you say to me. Don't play with me. Respect is not a given.
All right, Annie Lowe. Tell them what you could. Let me read this post real quick in the chat. Earlier girl said it's powerful if you think about it. If a man consumes your blood during oral, he is attached at the hip. That's definitely powerful.
Come on,
right?
chat. That's good
and earlier she said, "While I can understand the metaphysical effects of doing it, she isn't giving a proper understanding. I think she is just saying it for shock value." And I agree. Annie, tell them about your slippers and all that. And let me turn this beeping sound out because it's getting on my nerves.
What's up? What's going on, y'all? The music that you just heard was Annie Lowe, #Passion Baby. I am dropping some new music under Passion Baby, and it's gonna be a lot of different songs. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned for the projects. Go to King's Castle ENT if you want to shop with us. The website is being updated daily. So make sure that if you wanted to advertise on the show, like if you want to get your business shouted out, we do that. We are sitting here right now. You're listening with us, and over 315,000 other devices are tuned in right now, y'all. So if you would like your business shouted out on here, then go ahead and give us a call at 941-681-1710. And the music, Braid Queen, that's one of my songs. If you really like Braid Queen, I just want you guys to know I do jingles also. So this is my little commercial just now. You are listening to Annie Lowe on Speak That Shit, BFAM 109.6.
And also go to King's Castle ENT. We're having a virtual next Sunday. We're having a virtual networking event. It's free. We're gonna tell y'all, we're gonna not tell y'all, but we're gonna try to explain why it's beneficial for you to do what you love, how just skip the middleman, take out the middleman. Some things y'all paying money for, you don't need to be paying money for. A lot of people gonna hate me for saying this and telling this because it's a lot of stuff that you be paying for what you need to pay for. And then it's also tell you scared money don't make no money. So don't be scared to go out there and do something you love. Get out there, but just be careful who you're paying to help you out, because a lot of people is not giving you their full going with their full potential. You know what I'm saying? They give you half-ass because there's a lot of jealousy in the world. In other words, save money. You could make your money. That money that you save and you put it back into you and not into them. You know what I'm saying? Make you money. You make them money, make you money. Make sure what you're doing is making you money. All right. DC, play the video for me.
Get away from me.
Earlier we were talking about
when I speak. Have you ever thought that maybe the way you approach a conversation and or your tone is just not appropriate? Let me tell you something that took me a while to learn. Submission is power. We as women are very emotional creatures, and not that there's necessarily anything wrong with it, but you have to make sure you're not operating from an emotional place. The moment that you put your significant other on the defense is the moment that he cannot be receptive. You can't be defensive and receptive. The conversation is already lost. Maybe give him his flowers and then offer a critique instead of hitting him with the "we gotta talk" or "what the fuck is this?" Just because you're emotional doesn't mean that you can be disrespectful, because that's what that is. Maybe hit him with the "baby, I appreciate you and I don't ever want you to feel like I don't see you, but I would like you to do a little bit more of this." You see how I went from hood rat to wife? "Baby, I really appreciate you and I like what you did the other day, but I did ask if you could do this and it didn't get done." That allows him a space to be more receptive and not feel like, damn, this is about to be another nitpicking ass conversation again. Let me sit down. You don't want to introduce the conversation and already be some type of irritation. Set the tone and keep it respectful. Submission is power.
Zobo69.
All right. Early girl say yes. Living in divine feminine and using emotional regulation is real. Yeah. So
Look. I have a lot to say about that, because that
we're gonna
cannot
go
be
around the circle. So boom. Go ahead.
Yeah. That's not true in all cases, because some people have ill intentions from the beginning. You can be as humble as you want to, right? However, humbling does not mean lessen yourself. I am nobody's mother. So therefore, if we say that this is how we gonna roll and we both have the same goals, you can't slack on those goals. And then when I mention those goals to you, then now it's a problem. Now you don't feel comfortable in the relationship. Now you feel like I'm being demanding. No, I'm not being demanding, baby. I am trying to make sure that we have a future and what you said you wanted. And I can't help it because I know a direction on how to get there, right? But you can cook for somebody. You can stay up and wait for them. You can do whatever it is that they want. But if they cannot lead you, what are you supposed to do? Just sit back and just not do anything? Absolutely not. You're
If they
supposed.
can't
Well,
do what?
I'm a woman of. If they can't lead you, for
Oh,
instance.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
instance, you may have people that's consumers, right? And you may have people that wants to do more, right? Now, that doesn't match when it goes into a relationship. If a person feel like they can be on the job and just make a certain amount of money, no insurance, no 401k, no PTO, no none of that, right? But if you have somebody that's saying, hey, this is where we need to go. This is what you need. But then when you start doing that, then it becomes a problem. Then they get scared and then they run. So it's not just about being submissive all the time, because some people don't even know what that means. People say they want it, but they really don't want it when they get it. They really don't. It is
What you got to say, Annie?
I think a big part of being submissive is having a life of your own, so much to the point where it's really a mind game. Like, the women are smarter, men are from Mars or Venus or whatever that shit is. Like, I don't know how to put it in technical terms, but basically you have to be the one above the situation. You're the mom, you're the wife, you know what I'm saying? You constantly playing mind games with the kids, not too deep, like not nothing sadistic or anything, but basically like it's psychology. Like, you're not going to get this cookie if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Stop crying on the floor right now. So, and like toddlers react to that type of psychology. So that's what I mean when I say, like, we're constantly playing a game called life. So how you move and choose to play your piece on the chessboard in your marriage is something that I think all married women can relate to, even men, but I can't speak for men, because I'm definitely not saying that we're supposed to do all the work, but sometimes it's women online and they're giving you advice. Like, it's the one woman that be always talking about just get money from them. Just get money from them. She been married for years. Every time they try to throw that at her, Shira, they try to throw that at her. I'm sorry for giving up the game, y'all. Free game. If you ain't heard Shira. But like, I'm sorry for letting the men know who she is. But at the end of the day, they were like, oh, well, you ain't got no man acting like that. And she's like, oh, I've been married for this amount of years. And, she's probably pushing 50. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, her advice is not for everybody. It's more so what works for her husband. Like, you can't just start out treating somebody a certain type of way unless they already showed you. Like, some of these men with power or influence or money, like, they already have certain air to themselves. That's gonna be an athlete. That's gonna be any of these people that have a little bit of cash or power on hand. Like, they gonna have that little air to their self to where you want to play a submissive role. Like, it's not that fucking hard. You know what I mean? You want to.
It sure isn't hard at all.
You just play into it, and then sometimes you will slip. But you can't take it.
But he gotta be on something. But he gotta be on something too, though. He gotta be on something too. You just can't be. And I agree with you, Annie. But he has to be on something too. Now we can't sit here and act like when you're in a certain stage in your life. It's certain things you have to do. I'm not your mommy. Sorry. I'm not your mommy. So at the same time, we have to be more in a different level in life. We can't be worried about what kind of car we have. We can't be worried about the lights and the horns and the all this glitz and glamours and all that, right? Not at a certain age, right? Once we get past that, we have to get past it. If we don't, you can't sit there and say, "Oh, I want somebody submissive," but then we ain't going nowhere. What are we doing? What am I following? Am I following what? Am I following how to get to the next bag, or am I following what somebody else wanted, what it looks like on the outside? If you're sensitive and you want a woman to just be, I don't know, not do anything or whatever, or agree with everything you say, then that's fine. But I'm not here to play mind games. If you're there, you're there. If you in, you in. If you out, you out. That's just me.
I feel like every wife has, I don't know, like, you can be scared of her and then still at the same time, like, as a man, like, you might be scared of her, like, oh shit, I don't want to have to answer to Jessica or whoever. But at the end of the day, like, you have this certain amount of power over her, and that's what makes you feel like a man. That's what makes you feel like, I know this mine. It's always going to be something there that's a little bit deeper, I think.
Right.
But a woman can't give advice about her husband and her situation. Like, there's people that fit that same prototype that she's dealing with, but you can't just approach everything like that. That's why we got men out here that be saying, "Oh, she think I'm supposed to buy her this, buy her that." Like, why are you coming at him like that?
Right.
Because then you got the lines between prostitution and not prostitution. Like, some of these baddies is okay with being a prostitute. Like, is that you? So, like, what's the lines that you're playing with,
Right. Absolutely. But you know what, Annie? There's a lot that don't even require a lot. There's a lot of women out there that just is with somebody off of their words, right? And then, you find out that it's not happening the way you're saying it. Then as a person of standard, you have to make sure it gets done. I am not going to sit here and just wait for somebody to do something. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sit here and wait for somebody to do something for me. And, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. And it be years and nothing happens. You damn right. I'm going to do it. Now, if you feel like I'm being dominant at that moment, but what about all the other times where I was submissive, but you still didn't take it as take the lead? But you're still looking for me to do everything. It's crazy to me.
You can't force somebody to be somebody else though too. And like, I feel like the older people get in their ways they are, so they kind of feel the same way about women too. Like, you just have to find that good medium. That's why I have full understanding of like them older people that want to do, like, I don't mean to say older like that, but you know what I'm saying? If when you're getting up in age and they want to be like, I have my house, she got her apartment, and yes, we are together. You know what I mean? Hopefully he can help over there. And if that becomes an issue, he's there for you. But also at a certain age, I feel you should be able to tell who's there for you or not. And it's okay to just shake away. Like, it's okay. But not for nothing.
And read the comment. Read the comment. I don't have my glasses on. Read the comment from early girl. I think it's a couple of comments that was coming up on the thing.
So we got 3 chats from early girl. One of them says the vasopressin bond. There may be a typo. The vasopressin bond makes the man want to take care of you and be his best self. When you get that release, you suggest things in a way that makes him feel like it was his idea. So yeah, that's true. That's true. But why do I have to trick you
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too strong for the situation because why do I should not, I don't play mind games. That's one thing I don't do. You mean what you say what you mean. Now, if I feel like, for instance, my ex-husband, soon to be husband again, he's more of a dominant type of man, right? And my thing is, as long as you're leading me, I'm good. If you're leading me, but then also know that because I come off as a strong individual, I'm still sensitive at the same time. So I still want that little girly stuff, right? But if it become a point to where we have plans to do something or get something accomplished in our life and in our relationship, and it's need to be done at a certain time, and you don't get it done, I am not going to baby you. I am not going to nag you. I'm just going to get it done because that's something that we agreed to. I don't know.
Right, now let me read some comments and I'm going to give you my opinion. I've been going on. I got AC in my house now, so you know what I'm saying?
You're right, early girl. We are smarter than them for sure.
Yeah, I'll get miserable. So let me read these comments and I'm going to give y'all my opinion. Which one you said we start right here?
Hold on. Submission doesn't mean he is the only one to have an opinion. It's about how the roles are played. I can say yes, sir, and be passenger princess while still being queen and partner. And see, that's based on your preference.
Right. Let me read the comments so I can say my opinions.
I'm not doing that.
And submission is my power. I think the definition of submission in this conversation should be reviewed. Being submissive doesn't mean you do nothing. We are smarter than them. I disagree. We just we control the cause and the neutral side of us gives them power. Okay.
But that's if he's willing to accept that, though. That's if he's willing to accept that.
Let me say my 2 cents, and then we're gonna keep it going. I want to say my 2 cents, okay? I didn't hear what you had to say. I didn't hear what you got to say, but I'm gonna just put it out there in the world about what the second lady said. The first one said women got the power of submission, being submissive than a non-submissive lady, which I do agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that because ain't no man as me being a man. We don't want to sit up there and come home from working or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And the woman might be working too. I don't know. But we don't want to come on to an argument. We don't want to have to come in and be fussing, fighting in our own home. You know what I'm saying?
But what do that have to do with being submissive, though, Zo?
No. Listen, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. When I say that is, if a woman is not working, the woman is not working, and man doing all the work, which is supposed to be with the Bible. And you know what I'm saying? But nowadays, the time both people got to work and that man doing what he got to do, he shouldn't have to come home and be sitting up there, where's my dinner? Oh, I got to cook my own dinner. I got to clean this. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of stuff because a lot of women these days, and I ain't going to say every woman, but a lot of women, they sit up there. And the ones that's trying to be submissive, trying to be a good wife, they sitting up there picking at these people. When I say picking, they poking at them. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that. Oh, I would have been left. I wouldn't have did that. No, you know what I'm saying? A man, and I said the right man. When I say, and this is not girlfriend and boyfriend bullshit. It's husband and wife. It's not girlfriend and boyfriend. It's husband and wife. A woman, and nowhere in the Bible it say that a woman should be submissive to her boyfriend. And now, you're married. You're married to this person. This person ain't putting his hands on you. He's not committing adultery and all that, but he got false. A woman cannot be submissive when she want to be submissive. You got to be ready to be submissive all the time. You can't be submissive. I don't. If he do this, I can't be submissive because he's doing this. No, you don't pick and choose when you be submissive. And submissive don't mean you saying yes sir, no sir, attention like you in the army. That's not submissive. Submissive don't mean that. See, we got the wrong word. We got the wrong understanding. A lot of us got the wrong understanding. We say submissive. Submissive don't mean that. Submissive to me mean being loyal. To be loyal, you falling by the spiritual meaning. You follow by the
right.
That was being submissive mean to me. Being submissive mean when we go somewhere, you're not going to show out on me when we go somewhere.
Absolutely.
We take that home and we
Absolutely.
discuss what we talk about. Submissive mean to me that every time we have an argument and you don't get your way, you want to pack your shit up and leave. That's not being
Right.
submissive. So, but
That
everybody
part.
got the wrong submissive because a lot of men do think being submissive like, oh, I'm not gonna kiss up to you. I'm not gonna. That's not being sub. That's not kissing up. That's not.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
now,
My point.
now we'll go back around.
I agree with you, Zoe. I agree with you, Zoe. You're right. You're right. But people got the wrong misconception of submissive. Like a lot of videos I see and people that I talk to, they look at submissive as if hold your head down, don't say anything, you don't have an opinion. And I'm like, that's not what submissive is. And then at the same time, you can do all the stuff. But if they're not ready to receive that, you cannot make somebody develop at where you're at. It's just that simple. Honesty is always the best policy in my book because you can always move on. You know what I mean? And you can find someone that can be able to tolerate you, I guess, because that's all that relationships are is toleration. But you was totally correct when you said marriage. It's a difference between the two. You know, when you're married, you are supposed to be submissive. You are supposed to let your husband lead. It doesn't matter if you are not. Now, in that sense, if we have plans to do something and he is the one that's supposed to do it, I'll just let it go. And if it don't go, then if it don't get done, then guess what? I don't have nothing to say about it. You know what I mean? We can just figure out another way. That's in a marriage. But in a relationship and what you call a relationship, people are still single at the end of the day. And that's why what gets the problem with that is because people mix it up. And then you start doing things that marriage does. And if that person is really not ready for that, then it just ruins everything and it's a waste of time. But
So
yeah, marriage and okay.
early girl said submission is a way of life, not an on and off thing. As a submissive woman, I play up his strengths and pick up the slack for his weaknesses. And she said, yeah, that's not what it is at all. Being walked
Yeah,
over
but you
under.
got to be careful. But you got to be careful with that too, because picking up somebody else's slack, then guess what? That makes him feel like he's less of a man. Because
And then he
now
get
you're
used to
picking
it.
up. He can get lax, right? He can
Yeah.
get lax and have you handle everything, and then now you're on that role of handling everything. Then now he starts feeling like you're in control. You're doing too much. No, bruh. I'm doing what needs to be done. And it just happened to fall that way. And it can be a reversal thing. But I do believe that people sometimes get together when they're not really aligned, right? But they have similarities and they have goals that they feel like it. And one person may be a little bit more advanced than the other one and not willing to take those baby steps, if that makes any sense, right? And before you know it, you can be in a situation where you realize that you guys are really not compatible at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And that's okay. And that's okay, right? But that doesn't mean that it's the other person's fault because they're grown and they're handling business like business is supposed to be handled. It's a difference between the two.
But how is that his business? I'm trying to understand, like, y'all have shared duties and the other person starts slacking. So it's like, how do you make that other person stop
Well, you don't, because you know what happens when you try to stop that, then it becomes an issue. When you start bringing up
I see what you're saying.
situations or what you feel, then it becomes an issue. Then now at that point, then now it's like, oh, we're arguing. And then from there, then now you shift your interest other places and and you don't know how to break it off, right? So it's that thing of definitions. It's that thing of people need to really say what they want and mean what they say. I'm a person that mean what I say, and I can take a bullet. I can take a shot, but don't tell me that being submissive is going to keep somebody there because it's not. That's
Okay, well,
begging somebody to be there. That's crazy to me.
my thing about it is I kind of agree with early girl that says submissive woman, she play up to his strength and pick up on the slack for his weaknesses. What I'm saying, I don't feel she mean weaknesses, but the thing about this, what well, I can't do that. That's my second half. That's a woman. A woman was made from a man. A woman was made from a man. A woman was came to help that man. Meaning, if he
the right man
with his slackness, what he slack, she's supposed to pick it up. She's supposed to help him. And I agree with that. I don't find no harm, and I don't find no harm when my wife sit up there like, you know what, you didn't do this today. Like, for instance, picking out clothes. Okay, I don't match. I'd be mixed. If I go, so I'd be mixed match. I just pick out anything. That's what she do. That's the part of her what she feels she should be doing. Certain things a woman's
I just
job.
had like 4 sets of curtains too, and then 2 pictures that stayed against the wall. Like I didn't try to like pressure you of when to do it, but you took kind of long to do that.
But it don't matter. I'm gonna do it when I'm gonna do it. You
So
get what I'm saying?
I didn't like nag the situation. Like we're both busy. We're both doing shit. It's about having understanding, and then also
right.
It's the only way to have a man because they have masculine energy already. A lot of us have masculine energy. Sometimes I have my masculine energy, and it's not gonna go well with a man's masculine energy. Like what's that?
All right, but the thing about it is another thing is it's a lot of things that people don't. DC, we're gonna get with this next video real quick. We want to go with the next video, but what I'm saying is that certain things I lack.
You're right. You're right about that, early girl. You're right about that.
Don't nag me about.
Especially when you come in starting at a bad situation.
Right. I don't jump you. I'm not finna. Don't tell me, oh, you do this. No, if you don't tell a man do this, you don't know he's busy. He got things to do.
Right.
But hey, we're gonna play this next video real quick too, while we're on the subject.
Go to hell and back for the wrong man. But even the thought of giving submissive energy to a good man is like cringeworthy to y'all. And the select women who are happily submissive always seem to be ostracized by friends, family, and women looking in from the outside. Secretly, they hate to see a happy, cohesive relationship because they've never been taught it themselves. A lot of y'all can't submit because you're too damn selfish to surrender, period. Y'all will yield to your boss, your pastor, your father, etc., but then put up a damn fight when it comes to yielding to your man. And the ironic part is it takes an extremely strong woman to submit, to put her ego to the side and understand and realize that it's not all about her.
All right, let me read some of his comments before we start going off on what she said, which I agree with her. When I cook, he cleans. When I grocery shop, he puts them away. Just example, I can say I have been smarter than most of the relationships I had. Okay. Emotional regulation in the beginning of a relationship is paramount. In order for the communication to be open and real, you have to create a safe space for your partner to be able to be honest and doing so they start to slack or anything or there's issues in a relationship. They know that even if you bring up a situation, they are safe to have that conversation, and it doesn't matter that it's a fight. It goes from being you against them to the two of you against the problem, right? Yes, it's true. If I want him to look a certain way, when we go out, I pick out his outfit, and that's what she do. And then the thing about it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
But you know what? So, but you know what? I have to rebut that because you have to do that for the right person. You can't do it for the representative in the line, right? So basically, right, exactly. Your husband, yes. I feel that anything that my husband does and do, I'm on board. This is what I always say. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. No matter what happens or what conversation you have with whomever or what situation, blame it on me. Blame it on your wife. I got your back all the way.
Walter says she's not submitting. She is building a simple tune of exes. What's that mean? She's not submitting. She's just going to keep breaking up.
Date them all. I'm just kidding.
Well, I didn't think it was out there.
This one.
Date the rich ones.
This one, just like what's her name? I forgot her damn name already.
Yep.
Right, what is her name?
I forgot her damn name already.
Aish, Aisha.
Oh,
Aisha.
Wait a minute.
Aisha. She was the girl.
That's the one ABC that we're talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I want to get to know
She
you
should be about
better.
38 now. She should be around 38 now. Yeah.
No, she should be older than 38.
Around that age. Yeah, around that. Yeah.
No, so that's when I was younger.
Aisha, they came out with
Aisha was when I was younger.
Oh, okay. Walter said, I am respecting your boundaries today. This topic is not for men. We would never win it.
See, Walter's smart. Walter's smart.
So what I have to say about this topic, boundaries is a really huge thing. A lot of people lack boundaries and they don't even know that they lack boundaries. It is not your job to change nobody, fix nobody, correct. That could be questionable depending on the type of relationship y'all have.
Right.
So sometimes if a person is doing something that you don't like, you're compromising yourself and you making yourself miserable. Like, you know what, this person snoring, I just can't stand that. It'd be like, you deserve love, you deserve happiness, little shit like that. No, it's your choice. If you want to deal with it, you're gonna create a boundary because you love yourself. Like, look, I don't sleep at night with this person doing all that. Like, everybody don't snore like that for real. I done had exes. You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta like not compare to people, but love yourself enough to have boundaries. It's not about changing somebody.
It's this thing, like I'm saying, I'm just want to say this because this thing about it is it's always about me. And women, it's not about you. Once you get married, it's not about you. If you live in a spiritual life, if you're not living that spiritual life, then hell, it can be about you all you want to. But if you
let me tell you something about that.
If you live in a spiritual life, you're supposed to submit yourself to that. You can't like
absolutely.
I can't do this. Oh, I'm gonna break up with you. I'm gonna get mad at you because doing that. No, it don't work that way once you're married.
But you know what happens though? You know what happens when you do that? Sometimes everybody forget about you, right? And when they forget about you, then you start feeling some kind of freaking way, right? And then when you start expressing the fact that I want love too, but no one understands that, right? Because you're always giving it. You're always putting yourself to the side. And then when you speak up, guess what? That's the only thing that they recognize. That's the only thing that they see. No, I've been like, look at me. I've been doing all this for you. I've been cooking. I've been doing this. I've been sucking and loving and whenever you want it. And all that. You know what I mean? But then it gets
I got a problem with people
get unappreciated.
Like, I don't keep track of like all the things that I do. Like, to me, that just irks me so bad. I'm not gonna lie. He used to do it. Like, don't do that shit. We're not keeping tabs about I do that. No. If you're doing it out of love, then you're doing it out of love. Like, I'm not about to be like, oh, I clean in here, I do this, I do that. Like,
right. That's like begging somebody. That's like begging somebody to be with you.
You can't throw that.
Right. That's like begging somebody to be with you. Absolutely
she said,
not.
I used to do that. The only reason I bring it up, because I don't bring up what I do for people, is because you bring up what you did for me. Oh, I do that. No. Let's not forget everything I do around here, because I do, and I'm gonna say it like this, and I don't mean be mean, for I do a very lot around here for this house and everybody, a lot of other people. I do a lot. So if I ask one simple question, do this and do that, I expect it to be done without no back talk.
See, and that's what I'm talking about.
I don't care about doing for something because I like to maintain my household. I like to work. I like to do certain things.
That don't sound
right. No. It's not. It's being
right. And see,
if a man don't never speak up, it ain't gonna happen. I'm not gonna sit here and be quiet. Like, okay, I don't want nothing. I want this to happen. Well, they don't want to do it, so I'm gonna do it myself.
Well, I feel like you're kind of trying to do it, but
see, that's what I mean by being unappreciated.
Like I said, he doesn't do that anymore because I really don't like the tab thing. Like, I don't like somebody thinking about.
But that's what I mean by that's you feeling unappreciated.
For nobody that I'm gonna be thinking about all week, and that's just how I am.
Right.
I'm not doing shit for nobody that I have to even think about again unless you throw something at me. Like he said, if you say something to me, I'm gonna say something back.
Right. But that's what I mean by being unappreciated, right? Because at that moment you're feeling unappreciated. It goes both ways. And I think that sometimes when a person give, and then no one ever, because they're used to it, right? They think that they enjoy it. Like, I enjoy doing these things. No, I'm doing it because I love you. But when it don't be reciprocated, it becomes a problem after a while, and you want to express that. And when you express it, some people express it with nonverbal tones, right? Some people express it verbally. And when you do that, then it becomes a problem. And I think that's where the issue is at.
All right, let me read some of these comments. Once they connect with you through that hormonal bond, then your submission becomes easy because they will then find joy and pride in providing, protecting, taking care of, and loving. Agree. Walter said,
I
fellas,
agree.
You better watch that one there.
Don't talk. I know you're not talking about me, Walt.
My grandma and grandpa taught me that the measure of a good man is how soft his woman is able to be. And that's a problem. You must speak up from the beginning, and I agree.
But when you can speak up, but you speak up from the beginning, but it's off of a representative.
You set your boundaries in the beginning and stand strong on them. Okay. All right, I agree.
I agree.
And that's the thing about it is, and
totally agree.
And ladies, and I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart. And this go for men too. It go for men, go for both people. Don't just go for one, it go for both of them. Like everybody been saying, you say from the beginning, you say what's going on at the beginning. You also got to be honest. Not what you say is how you say it. But at the same time, you got to be ready to understand and be able to take in what this person's saying without being offended.
Certain things you just don't say though, even if you feel it, like it's cool. That's what I feel like when they say compromise and all this, it takes work. I don't like work. But at the end of the
that's
day,
my problem.
When you love somebody and y'all working together, then it makes it easier. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, a part of the work is like, okay, I might not do this. It's a habit of mine, but I might go do it over there. But if you really feel like, man, this got me fucked up, I'm gonna smoke Newports in my house, you might as well leave her. Create that boundary that, you know what, this ain't never gonna work. Instead of going years and years where you don't even love a person enough to compromise something small. See, that's what I feel like. It's about small things. And you can learn from past relationships and things like that too. That's people's problem. They bring the same shit the last person was complaining about and bring it into the next relationship.
Absolutely.
Like, even if a person was horrible, there's still things you can learn.
Absolutely. And I totally agree with that.
I make my bed every morning. I'm from military parents. I make my bed every morning. Like, I like my shit to be kind of clean and tight and stuff like that. However, not married, but I'm saying.
So that don't matter.
You're not letting me talk, and I'm gonna get frustrated when I can't.
That don't matter. Just say it don't matter. We're talking about submissiveness. It don't matter.
But see, that's my thing. We just defined what submissive was, and her not. Right. Her being able to express herself is not. It's not.
This person, the story I was telling when I was with this person, which is not about them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, at the end of the day, like I said, I make my bed every day. And just because a person is a bad person or whatever you feel your ex was, the deadbeat, whatever you feel like they is, I'm not speaking on myself, but that's on you. I'm just saying people refuse to learn from that person. Like, if you in your 20s and you dating somebody older and he come over one day or you over there and you hop on the couch, you like, why you got on mismatched socks? Like, that's little shit. Like, you know what? I want to be a little bit more of a woman. Not that you're a kid, but take hints, take notes of things you can be better at. So like I said, I used to make my bed every morning. But at the end of the day, some days I didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that was some asshole shit, you know what I'm saying, to try to point out to me that I ain't make the bed today. But at the end of the day, these are things that make me who I am right now. That's all I wanted to say. Absolutely. And it make you a better person if it's certain things.
All right. Early girl said, I think that's the issue. You shouldn't wait for it to be a problem. I believe that you should set your standards from the beginning. And this is what I'm saying. And people don't understand this. And just like I was telling her, you're not married. If you're not married, it don't matter. He don't have to do shit, this and that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When you're going together with somebody, when you're in a relationship with somebody, that's when you sitting up there like, should I marry this motherfucker or shouldn't I marry this motherfucker? That's the trial period right there. When they say the talking period, talking to them. You're not that person, to be honest with you, and it goes from what I used to say back in the days, because if you're messing around with each other, your girlfriend and boyfriend, you're supposed to be faithful to each other. But really, do you supposed to be faithful to each other? You know, ain't no way in the Bible say you going together, you should be faithful to this person.
But I will say you do things like I do things. I only been married one time, well, twice to the same person. I do things for my husband and like am willing to change things for my husband more than anybody else. So in the past, I was that little baddie. Like, you think I wasn't? Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. But I'm trying to tell you, I have boundaries out there, because the reason a person ain't voting for you is because they don't fuck with you like that. That's what I was trying to say.
Exactly. And just like Zoe was saying,
I'm done. Like, I know.
But you know what? That's just like,
I gotta get out. I gotta speak that shit.
You can speak that shit, but at the same time, part of submissiveness is you allow the man.
Right, but that's in a marriage. That's in a marriage.
You allow the man to speak, and that's most women won't allow that. A lot of women want to sit up there. They want to talk and talk and talk. You want to be the boss, but you don't know when to shut the fuck up sometimes. Being submissive, you got to know when to shut the fuck up.
But that's not being submissive, though. But that's not being submissive.
Y'all talk for 30 minutes.
I'm going to keep talking now because I don't know when to shut the fuck up,
Y'all talk for 30 minutes.
I don't know when to shut up.
Y'all talk for 30 minutes before I got there because I handle business.
And
Let me get 5 minutes.
Let me get 5 minutes. Wake up and say that I'm submissive.
Let me get 5 minutes.
Facts, big facts.
Walter said vinegar also snaps that thing back, so we as men know what's going on. We're not 18 anymore. That thing doesn't control our relationship anymore. Boom! I told you about it. Oh my God! What you had to say, Tasha? I think we got one more video.
I just agree. I agree with you. I agree with you with the marriage and the relationship. If you can, sometimes you can give too much in a relationship, and it can actually run them away to actually take to another relationship of what they learned there, right? And you sometimes you just shouldn't give too much, because sometimes too much in a relationship, it can run them off, and they can just go ahead and use that someplace else.
That ain't giving that.
But a marriage, I totally agree. I agree totally in a marriage.
DC, if we got another video, go ahead and play it. And like I said, I appreciate. I ain't gonna lie. I appreciate making up the damn bed. You miss
men because you're giving them this label of toxic because he told you something that was true, that you needed to hear, that you needed to better yourself. And instead of taking accountability and bettering yourself, it was just easier for you to stay the same and say, oh, he's the problem. He's toxic. As women, you got to change that. You can't just be like that. You need to grow with your men. You need to have the sense of, you know what? If my husband tells me something, he's not coming to hurt me. He's coming to better me. Right. We're a team. We're a unit. We are one. And we're going to reflect the best of each other, inshallah.
Women often have a hard time when you tell them the truth. They take it personal. They take it as you are insulting them. But the truth is to better you. And if you are the wife of a man, he wants to better you for your benefit, his benefit, and your family's benefit.
Now, what he forgot to say is it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You don't sit up there and say nothing, and I'm talking about this dude, and you demeaning the chick. But like the other video, and I want to talk about the other video, at the end, the lady was saying that how some of your friends or your family member, this and that, they would come and they see somebody being submissive. They see this woman being submissive, and they're like, "Oh, I wouldn't even do that if it wasn't for you. I wouldn't be here. I'd be gone," and all that because they see the woman being submissive because they jealous of that submissive woman. That's what I deal with.
I feel like that's what I deal with, and I'm very happy. That's why I'm a little bit.
The girl said, "True."
What's it called? I'm a little bit like insecure when he started trying to talk like all strong and shit because it's like don't give off the wrong. You know what I'm saying? Idea.
Right.
He did some shit that I did not like. He doesn't do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's still thinking, I don't give a fuck. Don't bring it to me. You know what I mean?
But you know what, though? Those type of things.
Because if we tell about this personal thing, the thing about it is if you put the same energy you bring to me, I'm bringing it back to you. And that's my thing about it is. I do a lot for everybody. I don't talk about what I do because I don't like, because you're not supposed to talk about what you do. If you do it, if you talk about what you're doing for them, you never want to do it. I don't want nobody talking about what they did for me or I did it for him. That's why I don't ask a lot of motherfuckers on a handful of people, and I'll probably say like 3 people I ever ask anybody anything for. And because the next thing you know, somebody come up there, oh, I heard you ask this person about that. No, that's between me and you.
I've never
They ain't
done
shit. They
my
ain't shit
mouth
about
what
you,
I've done for
nobody.
any kid
They
in
ain't
this
shit.
house.
They ain't
Any
shit.
kid in this house
They
that
ain't
come through
shit.
this house.
They ain't shit to do with nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying the type of person. So if you feel some type of way about something, then you got to be that same, do that same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Don't pay him no attention early, girl. That's Walt.
What you say?
She talked about when Walt was talking about the vinegar and honey and the snapback. Don't pay him no mind, honey. That's how Walt.
I mean that you talk to someone. If you show a man respect, he respect you back. And that's what it is. It's all about respect. It's all about respect because the thing about this, fellas, new husbands, old husbands with them old ass ways and this and that. You don't talk to your woman any kind of way in front of people. You don't talk to her any kind of way anyway.
That part.
But in front of people, you don't, oh, you bitch, you hoe, you this and that. I hear that a lot. You hear that a lot. And so you call your woman a bitch. What you think the next man gonna do? And then you gonna get mad.
That part. Right.
You gonna get mad. You say that shit till you get home.
What? Save the bitch till you get home.
No, I'm saying save the conversation.
No, don't save it till you get home. So we
say that conversation when you get home. Say I ain't call your wife or a whole bitch. I said when you get home, say that conversation.
You said wait till you get home.
Yeah, the argument when you get home.
Right.
Also, you shouldn't be using vinegar on your cuckoo LMA. It messes up your pH balance. Yeah, but I know it snap back, that vinegar snap back, and yeah, it might do mess up the pH balance and shit. I don't know. There's a lot of shit.
Well, vinegar strips a lot of things. Just think of what you use vinegar for. It strips a lot of things. So if you're putting it in you, it's stripping, but it's stripping that tainted taste from the green too. So if you're putting it inside of you, it's stripping things that shouldn't be stripped.
I'm
gonna need you to figure it out. I'm gonna need you to figure it out and find you another partner. Stop putting that vinegar in yourself.
Oh shit! But the other lady did. I'm talking about.
You should interview a gynecologist.
But the other lady
I have a lot of questions.
Tell my snapback.
The other lady did say, she said some shit that people need to listen to and start listen to everybody else about your relationship. In other words, wives, stop telling other wives what's going on in your household, because it's gonna be some jealous motherfuckers out there gonna find something wrong with what you're doing. I put on Facebook, I think we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, and both of y'all agree with what I said. I put on there about the woman doing this and that, and this woman, she came up there and put it in this group, and she said this and said that. Next thing you know, they suspended me from the group because I know somebody reported what I post, but the post got to be approved. So you know what I did? You want to suspend me from the group? It's our Black Orlando group. I quietly removed myself from that group. I quietly removed myself. I was fired from the Black Riverview group because some bullshit that was happening there. And then this other group is a Black Riverview, Gibson, Apollo Beach group. I don't see I'm in that group, so they probably kicked me out. But I'm just putting posts up there that was said, but where's the lie? And I put where's the lie? So the women that's in these groups, and I'm talking to you women, you want to know why your husband is cheating on you and you're doing that? No, I'm telling it, and I'm finna say it. They cheating on you because you don't want to be submissive. You want to be one of these bad bitches that you think you still single. You know what I'm saying? So when a motherfucker put that out there, no, I don't want this motherfucker to see this, or I'm against him because this is women live shit. We run shit. We run out. We wear the pants, this and that. That wasn't what it was intended for. Intended for a man need to be a man and a woman need to be a woman. That man need to do what he's supposed to do and make his wife happy. Do the same thing. Do what she's supposed to do to make that man happy. It ain't about us.
In some cases,
it's about both of you.
In some cases, yes. No, in some cases you are right. You're right. I know females that are just like what you said. But then there's sometimes, but But sometimes you become in a relationship off of ideas, right? You come in a relationship. Sometimes, if I'm a boss, you a boss, you like to work, I like to work, we can make this work. But then when it comes down to when time goes and it comes down to, okay, now we need to get out of that girlfriend phase, we need to get out of that boyfriend phase. Sometimes it don't align together, and then you realize I don't think that this is really working. You know what I mean? But then no one really wants to be the one to say it, so you prolong and you prolong. Yeah, sometimes that happens, but then there is sometimes where you have situations like you. I know females that are just like what you said, and I just think that that's not good.
If you're married, a lot of females get jealous of other females. Men do this too. Men do this too. Men do this when a woman come, they cook for you, they do this, they pick out your clothes, they do this, that. It be some man, my bitch don't do that to me. And you know what I'm saying? You look at them like, yo, bitch. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
Yo, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
right, right,
I don't refer to her as my bitch. You get what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right,
I'm sure
right,
your husband
right,
don't refer to you as his bitch. You get what I'm saying?
right, right.
So when
Because
you
you
say
refer to her as your wife.
right. So when you refer
Hmm.
that, that what give off that negative energy. But a lot of females don't like. They see, oh, she happy. He's going this. He doing that. But I got to wonder what my husband doing. What? Oh, you know what I'm saying? If he doing this, or if I go in his phone, I can't go in his phone because I don't know the code and bullshit like that. And I'm just paraphrasing shit. And I don't know this, but this it's a lot of shit that happens like that because you sitting up there judging somebody else's relationship and you jealous of that person's relationship with their husband.
Right,
So you wish your relationship with your husband was the same, but it's not. It can be the same, and you keep your goddamn nose out of other motherfucking business and do what the fuck you supposed to do as a woman instead of
right,
reading it down women feminist groups that trying to turn women against men. You know, so a
right.
lot it's a lot of
True.
that. But anyway, this is our time. We done went by real quick. We at the
Good
10-minute
show, good
mark.
show, good show.
We're gonna sit up there, you just give y'all what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna go around the room and everybody gonna, what I'm saying, say what they thought about the show, what I'm saying, give their last comments on the show and also what they got going on. We're gonna start with Tasha.
Hey, hey, ladies, y'all know me. Try to do self care, self love. And ladies, if you're with someone, I know they're saying all this submissive stuff and all of this stuff. You have to be submissive to the right person. That person have to be willing to accept it and not forget about you. Okay. So you guys know me. I'm always trying to stay peaceful, positive, black, and productive at all times. I still ain't with the social media thing. Again, if you do request me, make sure you send me a message to let me know, hey, it's me from the show, and then I'll go and accept you. And I just try to keep it positive and real and trying to live my life. Tomorrow's my birthday, the big 5-3. Yay, yay. Peace, peace, peace. I'll be out tomorrow. I told y'all where I'm gonna be in Palmetto, at the Marriott out there in Palmetto tomorrow night between 7 and 10. You guys can come join me. Let me know. Hey, it's from the show. You guys be blessed, nothing less. I'm out.
Peace, peace,
For sure,
peace.
for sure. It
We
was
might see you out there. We get the daughter sleep because it ain't nothing but like 15. I'm gonna say about 30 minutes, 20, 30 minutes
But
from
it's
us.
out. It's outside though, so kids can come.
No,
It's outside. Oh, okay.
no,
I feel you. I
no,
no,
feel you.
she's
I
been
feel
out
you.
with
I
us
feel you. I feel you. I
no,
feel
3 times
you.
in a
no,
row. We
no,
gotta have our own date.
no.
We need our own date.
And I don't give
I,
a fuck what none of y'all out there say. The answer is no.
Yeah, I don't play like
I
that.
don't give a
I
fuck what
got you.
none of
I
y'all
feel you.
say.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you.
I
Because you
don't give a
come out,
fuck
I'm
what
about to
nobody
have
out
a
there saying.
blast.
No.
Yeah, not this time. Not this time.
All right, Eddie. No.
I mean, we have a beautiful daughter. I love taking her places.
I got all my kids are beautiful. But guess what? I used to leave my son at home. He was 10 years old. Just I'm gonna say it like this because he's grown now. So I can't. Yeah, right. Bump the kids. Why that bump the kid? Hey, look here. I used to leave my son alone a lot of time so I can have me time. You feel what I'm saying? He was grown enough to do what he got to do, this and that. I left him and my daughters there that was there, left Kiki in the house with him a couple times, this and that. She older than them, 4 years old. So you know what I'm saying? They got food, they got everything they need, they got a phone. You call me when you need something, you got plenty of money, your orders. Then I had my nephew, he was older, they go and check on them time and time. They was good. So yeah. But anyway, Annie, what you got going on? And what you like about the show?
I just want everybody who can hear the sound of my voice to kind of like just listen and pay attention for a second, because I'm about to give you some free game. And if you see me in person, I look a little young. You know, my body is petite slightly, but you know, and I got high cheekbones. I just look kind of young. I got these big brown cute eyes and stuff like that. But I have a lot of game. I have a lot of knowledge. I have a lot of experience in different things. And I'm about to give y'all some good game. First of all, familiarity breeds contempt. So anytime people get familiar with you or you get familiar with somebody, that little barrier kind of falls down. So that's something to always keep in mind in a marriage, because the base of a marriage, let me give you a little bit of background. I come from, my parents were married most of my life. My grandparents were married all of my life. My other grandparent was married, so he died. And then she was a widow. So this is just how I was raised and what I've seen. At the end of the day, you guys have to be friends. Friends is the basis of the relationship. And it's not just friends like, oh, we play basketball together. We do things together for sure. You have to be friends to the point where think of that friend that you have in your life. Think of your best friend. I'm not going to say y'all never fall out. Y'all never get into it. But the way that you come at that person, never get too comfortable with your spouse and start being disrespectful. That's all I wanted to give y'all as free game, is that marriage is based on friendship. That has to be your best friend in the world. That means that as a married couple, I understand in a relationship, you don't know how to break up with the person, but as a married couple, y'all intimacy should be like a lot tighter than that. Personally, with what we have, I have no understanding for needing outside sources, because I don't know how to tell him this. I don't know how to tell her that. That's for each other. And that's what I believe in. You know what I'm saying? There's a chance I could be being naive. I am with somebody 17 years older than me, but this is why, you know.
I was not in their business.
No, it is though. It is, because, you know, that could be a notion like, oh, well, he might not be telling you everything. At the end of the day, that's where trust comes into play. I had people in the past I wasn't willing to trust. I've been proposed to before. So there you have it.
You didn't get no shout out where you can find.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I was just going on. I was just going on and on about the topic because it was a very good show. Thank y'all for tuning in. You just tuned in to Speak That Shit, and I want you to give us a call so we can shout your company or your business out. If you send us a text, we can give you some prices and get you some more customers, clients, or, you know, kids in your daycare, whatever the hell it is that you need. It's a lot of people that listen to this show. The number again is 941-681-1710. And I do have a show coming up on BFAM 109.6. We will be hosting a female podcast. I don't have the name of it yet, but like I said, it's going to be every Tuesday. You can join me and the co-hostess with the mostest, Mama T. Thank you.
All right. Zobo 69 right here, and I'm 16 years older than her. And no, I did not get her when she was 23 years old.
Oh, no.
And all that, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel you in your 20s and you got to be in your 30s. You got to be live your 20s out. You know, you're a teenager, you're a child, and I'm just saying this to anybody out there. Let them kids live their 20s out. If they're in their later 20s, then yeah, they can be more mature, but let them live their 20s out. You know, we was wild in our 20s. I was wild in my 20s, my 30s, and my 40s. And yeah, my later 40s, I done calmed down. You know, I did the Black Beach Week. I did the Goon Bay, did the free
he got a Florida background. He got a background in Florida and other places.
No, for real. No, she said as a joke, but for real, certain places I go, people know me like from way back then. It's kind of wild, like, and I'm like, who the fuck this is? But anyway,
and I do want to apologize to y'all. I want to apologize to you.
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying.
Go ahead.
We got time. We got a couple of seconds now.
Look
here, we got a couple seconds left. So look here, like I say, go to church sessions, go to Tubi, look at church sessions, look at Debit Card Life Matters. We got the comedian journeys coming, and then we got pretentious coming on the way. So anyway, we thank you for coming. See you. What you got to say?
I was just meant to put on my outro that I apologize to my co-host. You know, I got loud with both of y'all, and that's just how I want to.
We don't want to hear that soft shit.
That.
Anyway,
No, that's how I handle that.
You good, baby. You good, baby.
Yo. Yo. 169. Check it out.
I ain't know women have different souls. That explains a lot. Because I ran out of soul. So I grabbed my wife's soul. I must have grabbed the pussy soul. Because my dick was on hard all day at work.
Jeans so tight, see the veins in they balls. Jeans so tight, see the veins in they balls.
The mama man motherfucking Bruce Jimmy turned your lady. Pussy so good, he want his own pussy.
Jeans so tight, see the veins in they balls. Jeans
hugged up for no damn reason. She ain't cold. The fuck is she knew the AC was gonna be on when she got in this motherfucker. Why she ain't wearing no fucking jacket?
Jeans so tight, see the veins in they balls. Jeans so tight, see your pussy lip bitch.
They don't want to get mad at us at the wrong time. They always want to get mad at us when we want to fuck.
Jeans so tight, y'all niggas need to quit. Jeans so tight, see the pulse in your balls. Jeans so tight, man, I'm through with it all.